Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to McLean County High School. We are the McLean County Sports Network, and we're sorry we're diving in so late right now. We are actually underway in the girls' game tonight between our Lady Cougars and the visiting Lady Eagles of Ohio County. Currently, we are in the first quarter, and Hannah Hampton on the fast break scores 2 points, pulls McLean County to win them 4 at 10-6 here with just a little under a minute remaining in the first quarter. My name is Heath Hicks. This is the first time I've been on the mic for a basketball game this year, so excited to be here. I'm joined alongside me is Mr. Matthew Miller.
How you doing tonight, Coach Hicks?
Doing well, buddy. Matthew has been he's been doing most of the play-by-play so far this year. I told him I'd get up here and talk a little bit tonight. Excited this district matchup. A lot of firsts this evening. As there's a three-point basket off the mark by Ohio County, off on Ohio County. Surprising call there. And the Lady Cougars will get the ball here with just under 40 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Cameron McMahon dribbles and is fouled. Looking at the foul situation, looks like we're going to have a side out here.
And right now in the first quarter, there's 34 seconds left. Your Lady Cougars are down 4, 10-6. As we saw about halfway through the first quarter, McKenna Rush went back to the locker room, and she has now returned. So that is good to see. I can't imagine why she had to be run back to the locker room, but it's good to see that she's back into the game.
Very much so. McKenna, one of the biggest contributors returning from last year's 14 and 17 campaign, actually set rebounding records. This is Natalie Patterson missed the first of 2 free throws. Actually set rebounding records here at the school and was ranked in the top 5 in the state, I believe, in rebounds per game. As the second free throw is up and good for Patterson.
And I believe the Lady Cougars are 2-2 so far this season. We haven't covered one of their games yet, as they have been all away.
Yes, this is a game of many firsts involving the Lady Cougars here tonight. It's our first time covering them, as Matthew just said. It's also the Lady Cougars' first game at home and their first district matchup against their rivals, Ohio County. So Ohio County kicking the ball around the perimeter, looking for one shot probably here, as there's about 12 seconds remaining on the clock. And the ball is thrown away, so it's going to go back to McLean County here with about 5 seconds to go, and there's going to be a timeout called by Ohio County. That's going to be a 30-second timeout. We're just going to stay on here with you. Again, we'd like to apologize for getting on here a little bit late, as we had a few things later this afternoon kind of slow us down. A couple of things not working technology-wise, as is usual, but we figured it out. And we're here with you for the remainder of the night. We will call this game, and then we will have a break at the end. We will actually cut off the feed and start a new feed for the boys' game. But anyways, Natalie Patterson inbounds the ball. Hannah Hampton, 2 seconds on the clock, and she'll get away. Ooh, and just off as the half-court heave falls short. And with that, at the end of the first quarter, your Lady Cougars trail the visiting Lady Eagles of Ohio County 7-10 here at McLean County High School. We're going to stay on here, but we want to thank our sponsor for tonight's game. That is Buck Creek Baptist Church, located just outside of Livermore, Kentucky, in Buck Creek. So we very much appreciate their support of the McLean County Sports Network. And we also want to tell everybody about our new branding here for what we have going on with the McLean County Sports Network. If you want to check out any of our games that we broadcast, be sure to go to mchs.tv in your browser. That'll take you directly to our YouTube channel, and you can hit subscribe on there, and be sure to like us. And every game that we cover, you will get an update, a push notification on your phone. You can tune right in very easily. So anyway, here is our logo for that. So, Matthew, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. I'd be doing better if we're winning right now, but we're only down 10-7, so nothing too scary as we start the second quarter here.
Yeah, not a bad first quarter as Ohio County inbounds it. The Lady Cougars jumped out to 2 wins right off the bat, and as that's a 2-point basket is good for Ohio County. Jumped out to 2 wins right off the bat, defeating Todd County Central and South Spencer. And anyway, Hannah Hampton just misses the 3. Good-looking shot, though. It's going to be an offensive foul called on McKenna Rush. And, Matthew, it's important that McKenna stays out of foul trouble tonight as we are without Bailey Walker this evening.
Yeah, Bailey Walker broke her hand in a game last week, and she should be back during this season, but we're gonna miss her on the nights that she's not able to be out on the court.
Definitely. I believe I hear the prognosis was 3 to 4 weeks before she'll be back. So she will be back probably early to mid-January, but she is one of our key contributors. I believe leading scorer coming to this one, returning leading scorer from last year's squad, and second leading rebounder behind McKenna Rush. So that's some big shoes to fill. The beautiful thing about it is, unlike last year when McLean County brought out a team that did not have much experience at all, this team has played together and kind of feed off one of each other a little bit better, and we got some depth. We have some experience for a change. So
yeah, and the girls' team did not graduate a single player last year, so we have all returning players, and so that's really good to see for the Lady Cougars.
As blocked by Bree Fraley, freshman in there getting some minutes. Natalie Patterson pushes up the floor, maintains her dribble despite going to the floor, and they're going to call a foul on Ohio County. Patterson trying to push the tempo right there.
That foul will be on number 30, Heaven Vanover.
We start to get
as Galloway numbers. Will check into the game for Hampton for the Lady Cougars. Ohio County making some substitutions as well.
Patterson inbounds the ball quickly over into the corner to Galloway. She gets it back up top to Cameron McMahon. McMahon returned last year after being injured, had a torn ACL, came back later in the season, and after a very fast break for Ohio County, blocked by Cameron McMahon, and that will be off Ohio County, McLean County ball. And excellent play by the junior McMahon. But as I was saying, last year she returned after having torn her ACL and went through that rehab process. It was a step slow, had some good contributed late for us last season, but expecting Cameron to get back to the form that she was in as a freshman when she was one of the top players on that team. I tell you what, Matthew, I'm looking down here at the Ohio County bench, and their coach is very frustrated, to say the absolute least.
Yeah, frustrated with that last call, although I do believe it was out on Ohio County, but anytime a player is blocked from behind, it usually is out on the opposing team.
Right. Patterson blocked. McKenna Rush picks it up and puts it in. 2-point basket, and that pulls McLean County back to within 2 at 12-9 here. Yeah, I remember last year, the last couple of seasons, I believe, watching Ohio County's coach. He's quite animated. As Ohio County drives and is fouled, we'll see who the foul is on here.
That'll be Kennedy going to the line to shoot 2 free throws for Ohio County. And that foul, I believe, will be on Galloway.
Shot is up, and it is no good.
Kennedy in a game last year hit 17 of 17 free throws against McLean County as she misses that first one from the line.
So that's pretty significant, her missing right there. That one is good. So a little three-quarter court pressure from Ohio County. Tried to get a trap, but Patterson dribbles out of it. Gets it over to Cameron McMahon on the right wing. Dribbles through the legs, back up top to Patterson. Kicks it over to Hannah Hampton. Gets it back to Cameron McMahon. And she's trying to penetrate, nothing doing. And Natalie Patterson will reset the offense. McMahon gets it over on the wing, trying to get it inside to Rush. She throws it over the top. Nice play right there by Ohio County. Looked like she stepped on the line, but there's no call. And Ohio County forces a turnover and is going the other way. Matthew, do you think she stepped on the end line right there?
I think she was just on the other side of it. I don't think she stepped on it.
Okay, I knew it was pretty close. This ball goes out of bounds. That's off Ohio County. They'll turn it right back over to the Lady Cougars.
And the opposing coach not happy about that call as well.
Just can't be satisfied, Matthew. Some people can't,
All three referees agree is out on Ohio County, so Cougars will have the ball.
So Ohio County came into this game 2-2 as well, having lost games to Logan County and Owensboro Catholic. Only lost about 12 points to Owensboro Catholic, which shows Ohio is a much improved team. McKenna Rush scores inside, 2-point basket, and McLean County has cut this thing to 2. And it's nice to see McKenna getting off to a hot start. She hasn't been quite the same player early on that we saw last year, a double-double machine. Hope she gets back to that form as Cameron McMahon grabs the rebound, and she's pushing the other way. Stolen by Ohio County. I believe it's going to be a foul on McMahon trying to wrestle that ball back. Ball inside, outed. Hannah Hampton comes up with the block. Ohio County retains possession, tries to reset the offense. I believe that's Kennedy, and she is hacked by Cameron McMahon and will go to the line to shoot 2.
That'll be they will call it on Hannah Hampton.
Oh, wow.
Hampton did get her with the body first, and then McMahon came in and attempted the block and
kind of finished her off right there.
Yeah, she wasn't going to make that shot, as she misses the first of 2 free throws there.
Last season, these two teams met up 3 times, twice during the regular season and once in district play. Ohio County handled McLean pretty easily in both of the regular season games before McLean County defeated the Lady Eagles in the district tournament to knock them out of postseason play and to advance into the regionals. Sure, Ohio County finished 21-10 last season. Be looking to get a little redemption here this evening and throughout this season. Patterson feeds it into McMahon, who gets it inside to Galloway. She's pushed off the block, and her pass is intercepted. And we're going to have to take care of the ball a lot better than that, Matthew.
And a long 2-pointer for number 34, who is not on the roster.
Number 34, the girl with no name, as McMahon gets into the paint, kicks it out to Hampton for 3. That's 2 good looks Hampton's had from the wing, and she's shot them in rhythm, haven't fallen. I hope she continues to shoot them, though, as I feel like she could knock some down in this game for us if she gets that opportunity. Another shot by 34, flat, no good. Ohio County with the offensive rebound. Another 3-point basket on the way, no good again. And there's a battle inside. 3-point attempt number 3, no good. And another offensive rebound and a foul.
I think that foul will be on Patterson there. She tried to wrestle the ball away from Embry.
And I tell you what, that's quite the battle inside between Embry and McKenna Rush. Embry getting the best of McKenna on that possession.
It was long rebounds, too. That had part of what to do with it.
That helps, but 3 times, Matthew,
It seemed like it just bounced right back to the same spot, and she got it 3 times in a row.
Free throws up and good.
So she will shoot the bonus free throw here. Eagles up 16-11 with 2:38 remaining in the second quarter.
And that is good. So McLean quickly advances it into the front court. McMahon escapes the trap in the short corner and trying to penetrate again. Patterson gets it over to Fraley. and we have to take care of the ball in this game. We've already seen several turnovers in this first half forced by the Lady Eagle defense. They're very scrappy, and they're trying to get into those passing lanes and score off turnovers and really force this pressure. As Patterson picks up her dribble, very, very dangerous right there. She's able to recover it.
McMahon for three. Oh, rattles out.
And it looks like there's going to be a foul on Embry right there. Yes, pushing the back of McKenna Rush. It'll stay right here.
The referee's not letting them play very much tonight. As anytime there's a little bit of contact, they've been quick to blow the whistle so far for both teams.
McLean County in the bonus here. Actually, both teams are now in the bonus. Fouls are 8-7. McLean County having one more foul than Ohio County. Free throws up and rattles home for McKenna Rush.
And if McKenna Rush can knock down her free throws, that'll be huge for the Lady Cougars, as she is fouled a lot as scoring and attempting to score down low.
Yeah, right now she's shooting just 33% from the line. This is the second one. 33% from the line. McKenna came into this game averaging just under 7 points and a little over 9 rebounds a game. But her free throw shooting has been off so far this season. Hannah Hampton comes down with the rebound. Hampton is actually second on the team in rebounds this season, 6 a game. Ball is given to McMahon up top. She swings it over to Hampton. And McMahon penetrates. Floater is up and short. Ball is tipped out of bounds by Ohio County. It'll stay on this end here with 1:32 to play in the second quarter. McLean County trailing the Lady Eagles of Ohio County 12-17. Patterson gets it back after the inbound pass and another air ball. And this time the foul will be on the Lady Cougars. That'll be on Bree Fraley.
And it looks like Kennedy will be going to the line to shoot one in a bonus.
Kennedy, the leading scorer for the Lady Eagles, averaging 12 points a game this season. Shot is up there and good. I'm sorry, 13 points a game this season. I believe she averaged 12 last year. Was their leading scorer a year ago as well.
And the second free throw good as well. And so the Cougars will be down 7, 19-12 with 1:25 left in the first half.
Quick shot there by McMahon. And the Lady Eagles are pushing the other way. It's going to be a foul prior to the shot on Alyssa Burrow. How many is that on her?
I think that is her third, and so Fraley will quickly check back into the game.
And Burrow, a starter, one of the best offensive weapons McLean County has had this year. His free throw is no good. Being on the bench in foul trouble, that's tough for this McLean County team, who has been somewhat stagnant offensively at times, both this year and last. Second free throw is no good.
And without Bailey Walker, they really need to all be careful to stay out of foul trouble, because the Cougars need all the weapons they have.
Yeah,
with her being out.
Not a whole lot of depth over there on that bench. As Cameron Mann intercepts the pass. About 50 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. She is fouled, and it looks like she'll go to the line to shoot two. Nice aggressive play by McMahon there after picking off the pass.
They're going to call an on-the-floor foul, and so she'll shoot one of the bonus free throws.
Yep. That was the 8th foul on Ohio County, so a couple more until we're in the double bonus. First free throw is good.
Second free throw good as well. So McMahon knocking down 2 free throws there. Cougars down 5 with 47 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
we'll see if Ohio County tries to force the issue. It looks like they might try to hold for the last shot. No, they're going to force it a little bit, and in doing so, turn the ball over. Patterson on the fast break. She's got McMahon to her left. She drives and is fouled going to the hole. She'll be shooting 2 here with 22 seconds to play in the quarter. Right there, Matthew, I thought Ohio County might hold on to it and try to get the last shot up. Tried to force the issue, and McLean County was able to force the turnover.
I was really surprised by that because they were just passing the ball around the wing, and then all of a sudden around the 3-point line, and then all of a sudden you see an entry pass and a turnover.
Seemed content there for the first 10, 15 seconds of that possession to just hold on to it, but we'll take it as Patterson makes her second.
Knocking down both free throws there, getting the Cougars within 3. And there is 18 seconds left in the second quarter. Cougars down 19-16. And this time the Eagles will hold to the last shot.
6 seconds remaining on the clock. They feed it in low. Ball is poked away. 2
McMahon
seconds.
will have a chance.
1. She heaves it, and there's a foul called on the play. Foul called on the play. That will be 3 shots here as the clock expired. But McMahon's going to go to the line for 3 free throws, and a huge play right there by McLean County to force.
Really, no reason to foul there if you're Ohio County. I mean, there's 1 second. She's going to have to take a shot from 6-7 feet behind the 3-point line. She attempts it anyways, and it's no good.
Okay, so here's McMahon. First free throw is up, and it is good. Second free throw off the back iron. And McMahon makes the 3rd shot. So productive trip to the foul line there by Cameron McMahon. And that'll pull the Lady Cougars within 1 here at 18-19 as we enter halftime. Your score, Ohio County 19, McLean County 18. With that, we are going to take a little bit of a break, but we will be back in just a moment for second half action. We are the McLean County Sports Network.
And we are back. Welcome back to McLean County Sports Network. Right now, your Lady Cougars down 19-18, and the largest lead was, I think, 7. Is that right, Coach Hicks?
Yeah, I think Ohio County's largest lead in that in that half was 19-12, and McLean County was able to cut into that with 6 points in the last 2 minutes to really put ourselves in a good position here as we enter the second half.
A couple bad possessions by the Eagles, and the Cougars capitalizing on it, bringing us back within 1 point.
Yeah, Cameron McMahon had a couple of buckets there late, particularly free throws. So they're going to call a jump ball. Lissaburo tied up on the wing here, and it's going to go back to the Lady Eagles. Not the ideal way to start the second half for our Lady Cougars. Burrow in there playing with 3 fouls. Came out early in the first quarter with their after picking up 2, and then came back in for about 30 seconds before picking up the 3rd foul. So she is not.
As soon as he checked in the first play, she picked up her 3rd foul.
And there's a foul on Patterson. And number 30 will go to the line to shoot 2 for Ohio County. Not a whole lot there on that. Patterson may have just lowered her arms just a bit, and it's going to cost us at least 1 point, as the first free throw is good.
Second free throw up, and it is good as well, so your Cougars down 3 here at the start of the third quarter.
That's out of bounds. It's going to stay with McLean County here. Patterson will inbound it. So we'll see if McLean County gets something going on the offensive side of the ball. Burrow with it. Burrow actually had 21 in the opener at Todd County Central. 30-point win for the Lady Cougars. Natalie Patterson splits the D, gets it out to Burrow. She's trying to make something happen. Defender falls. Burrow gets it and knocks down a 3-pointer.
And I was just about to say we need to shoot some shots deep, because they're not respecting our shooters right now, and they're just having 2 people closed in on McKenna Rush at all times. And if we can shoot, it'll really open up the inside more.
Yeah, especially with this lineup that Ohio County has in Embry. Is their center that comes off the bench and really competes down low with McKenna Rush. They're about the same size. With this lineup, it's a little bit smaller, so they really have to pack that in, as that's going to be a reach or a hack on the arm foul against Cameron McMahon. So quick fouls, 3 quick fouls early on here for the Lady Cougars. And we already spoke to their lack of depth this season, so it's important that we stay out of foul trouble as much as possible. As the Lady Eagles get it in. Shot is no good. Rebound by McKenna Rush. And here comes McLean County game tied at 21. Kicked over to Alyssa Burrow. Just knocked down a 3. She gets it back. Patterson, nice save. Gets it inside to Rush. Shot is no good. She gets her own rebound, but she steps out of bounds. And it's going to go back to the Lady Eagles. McLean County trying to force some full court pressure, and the Lady Eagles had numbers, but
McKenna Rush all alone there, but a turnover by the Lady Eagles as they had her 2-on-1.
Trying to go a little too quickly, so the Lady Eagles will apply a little full court pressure of their own. Little 2-2-1 full court press. Hannah Hampton gets it. Gets it back out to Cameron McMahon. She looks at the 3, doesn't take it. Back, skip past to Burrow. Back up top to Natalie Patterson. Patterson trying to penetrate. Gets it over to McMahon. She walked with it as she wanted to ball fake, and she wanted to drive, and did it at the same time, unfortunately.
Cougars tied 21-21. With 6 minutes left in the third quarter.
Ball picked off by Hannah Hampton. Nice play right there. Might have gotten away with the double dribble. We'll take it. Patterson pushes, kicks to Burrow. 3 is no good. Offensive rebound by Patterson. Gets it back to Burrow, who dishes it into McKenna Rush, who's fouled. Ball just falls off the rim, but she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Hopefully with a chance to give us the lead here for the first time in this game, besides the first quarter.
I'm really liking the look that we have right now, Matthew, with this lineup on the floor. They seem to be a little bit more energetic, getting after it on the offensive and defensive ends. As the free throw rattles home for McKenna Rush, and McLean County takes the lead here, 22-21, with 5 minutes 46 seconds to play in the third quarter. Second free throw by Rush is good as well. Would have been a lane violation on Ohio County had that not fallen. McKenna knocks down 2, and McLean County is up by 2. The Lady Eagles quickly break the press from the Lady Cougars. Shot is no good. Cameron McMahon comes down with the rebound. They're going to call it a jump ball. There's a lot of contact over Cameron's back on that play as well. No call. But McLean County will retain possession. McMahon dribbles, drives, kicks. McKenna Rush, 2-point basket, no good. She chases down her own rebound and gets it back out to Cameron McMahon. Gets it to Natalie Patterson, who's going to slow things down and get people in the right spot. Hannah Hampton up top, gives it over to Natalie Patterson on the wing. She drives into the lane. Shot is up, no good, but there's a foul on the play. Natalie Patterson will go to the line to shoot 2. And Matthew, on the offensive side, as we said, we've had some issues. Had issues earlier this week when we went down to Warren Central. As we were talking about earlier, his first free throw is good for Patterson. Started out 2-0, and then dropped a heartbreaker over at Kentucky Wesleyan last Saturday to Louisville Mel. Lost by 2, 41-43 against a Louisville Mel team that went to, I believe, the Elite Eight last year in the state tournament. And so tough loss, but against a good team. And then after losing Bailey Walker to injury in that one, dropped a tough game to a Warren Central team I feel like most thought that we would handle down in Bowling Green, and it was because of a stagnant offense. We were only able to score 32 points in that game. And with the lineup that we have on the floor, hopefully we can generate some points here in the second half. Kennedy drives right. There was some contact. No call on the play. A 2-point basket is good.
Cougars still up 2, 25-23, with 4 minutes and 38 seconds left in the third quarter. And I think that what got the offense going here at the beginning of the third,
boom,
as Hampton hits a 3 right on cue, as that those few possessions at the end of the first half really let us go into the locker room with some momentum coming out in the second. And it really shows here as we come out ahead for the first time since the first quarter, since the very beginning of the first quarter.
Patterson grabbed the rebound, took it coast to coast, was unable to finish, and back comes Ohio County. Layup is off. Embry with the rebound. She's fouled by McKenna Rush there over the back.
Some contact in the back there as Embry was going up for 2.
Going to be 2 shots. And another thing, Matthew, here in the second half is we've seen our lead, or taken the lead and seen it grow to 5 points now ahead of these free throws. But the 3-point shot, we've made 2 of them here in the third quarter. His first free throw is good. And I'm not sure if we made a single 3-pointer in the first half. Alyssa Burrow, who missed the majority of the first half due to foul trouble. Second free throw is no good. Rebound by McKenna Rush.
And Burrows, I think, would be considered our best 3-point shooter on this team. And I think that's probably what we were missing in the first half is a lack of ability to stretch out the opponent's defense by shooting it deep.
McKenna Rush grabs the offensive rebound on the Hannah Hampton 3-point miss and is fouled on the putback. She'll go back to the line and shoot 2 more. Lady Cougars leading the Lady Eagles of Ohio County 28-24 here with 3 minutes and 44 seconds remaining in the third quarter here at MCHS. With that, we're going to take a quick break. This one brought to you by Buck Creek Baptist Church, located just outside of Livermore in Buck Creek. We really appreciate your support of the McLean County Sports Network, and we will be right back. All right, folks, and we are back coming out of this timeout. We want to remind everyone that from this point forward, if you want to tune into one of our games, you can obviously go to the McLean County News Network channel on YouTube, or you can punch mchs.tv into your browser. It'll take you right to our channel, and you can follow us there. Make sure to subscribe so you get notifications every time we go live. We were just last night had a special broadcast up at Breckenridge County as McLean County Middle School girls. First free throw is no good for McKenna Rush. 7th grade girls won the GRVC championship last night, and the 8th grade girls, who was undefeated going into that game, actually fell in their championship. A great season for both middle school girls teams as Rush hits the second free throw. Matthew, that brings up a decent point. You know, we mentioned earlier in the broadcast that Rush is only shooting 33% from the free throw line coming into this game. She's hit a higher percentage than that here tonight. And really, if McKenna can shoot 50 or 60%, she can be very effective for us. This ball's tipped out of bounds. Good hustle by Hannah Hampton.
As much as she goes to the free throw line, 50 or 60% will add up to be a lot of points.
Exactly.
And unfortunately, on that broadcast last night of the middle school GRVC championship, where we were not able to bring you a video, just had audio there. But hopefully, whoever was watching and enjoyed and was able to get the gist of the game from our audio.
Yeah, you can. If you can see down in the bottom right-hand portion of your screen, we have the date there. We're using a different camera tonight because the typical camera we use kind of crapped out on us. The charger, we have to get a new charger. So in the meantime, we're using our backup, and we're trying to figure that out a little bit as Lady Eagles drive. Get it down to Emery, back out. And good ball moving by the Lady Eagles.
That's
almost
got to be a double
turnover.
dribble. She picked it up and took another dribble.
Inside to Emery. And she is fouled by McKenna Rush and makes the basket. And we've talked about that matchup a couple of times this evening as those two have been at it on both ends of the floor. And another battle right there. And I would say it's 50-50 tonight, Matthew. Those two have really gotten the best of each other on both ends at different times in this game. She makes the free throw, and the Lady Eagles are only down by 2. McLean County beats the pressure.
And I would say whoever can win that battle, it'll be a big tell of who's going to win this game, who wins that battle between those two tonight.
Yes, sir, or whoever gets to the 5th foul first. This ball is kicked over onto the wing. Hannah Hampton gets it back. Cameron McNabb dribbles it off her head. Skip pass over to Alyssa Burrows. She thinks about a 3 and gets it back out to Cameron McMahon. Tried to go inside to Bree Fraley. Pass was off the mark. And Lady Eagles have tied this game at 29 apiece here with 2 minutes and 15 seconds to play in the third quarter. Lady Eagles applying that full court pressure that we've seen quite a bit, 2-2-1 zone. And get it across. They're trying to trap Burrow there in that short corner. She gets out of it. Little motion offense for McLean County. McMahon gets it back up to Hannah Hampton. Natalie Patterson, the point guard, taking a break right now, as I believe this is the first time she's been out of the game tonight. McMahon trying to work off a screen from Fraley. Gets it over to Hannah Hampton, who has her pass tipped out of bounds. McLean County will retain possession. And inbounded to Hampton.
A big possession here for the Lady Cougars as the Lady Eagles were able to top the score last possession. And the Cougars got to have a basket here, and they will call an on-the-floor foul against, that will be number 30, Vanover. They called it against Embry. My bad. That'll be against Embry for the Lady Eagles.
And that's a big foul as inbound to McKenna Rush. She misses, gets her rebound. No foul called on the putback, and the Lady Eagles are pushing the other way. Kennedy gets it out on the wing. Jump shot, no good off the front. Rebound, McKenna Rush. And very quickly, Lady Cougars are back this way. Cameron Mann trying to penetrate, gets it over to Burrow. Burrow for three. It is good.
And Burrow, is that her third three tonight?
Second three tonight. Hannah Hampton had the other one, I'm pretty sure. So Burrow being able to stay on the floor is showing her offensive prowess. Came into this game averaging almost 9 points a game as Cameron McMahon is able to steal the ball. There's a scramble.
They're going to call a foul.
It looks like there's going to be a foul, not on Cameron.
That'll be on Vanover. She jumped on top of her to try to recover the ball.
Great play right there by McMahon.
They're going to leave it as a jump ball.
They're calling it a jump ball.
No foul.
Try not to be biased most of the time, Matthew, but that was not a good call.
I mean, if the ball's on the ground, you jump on it, but when a player's on the ground, you don't jump on top of the player.
Exactly.
I mean, I'd think that'd be a foul. As that shot was short, long rebound goes to the Eagles.
And that's frustrating. That was a great play by McMahon. Good hustle play, great defense, and she deserved to be awarded with possession there. Hannah Hampton comes down with the rebound, and McLean County will hold off the Lady Eagles' bid to tighten this thing up and most likely hold for the last shot here with 12 seconds to play in the third quarter. McMahon dribbles up front and gets it over to Hannah Hampton on the right wing. Skip pass to Burrow. Burrow for three, and it is short, no good. Rebound by Ohio County, and they're able to get a shot up before the buzzer went off, but it falls short. And here at the end of three quarters, your Lady Cougars have taken the lead over the visiting Lady Eagles, 32-29 here at McLean County High School. With that, we are going to take a quick break. Thank our sponsor for tonight's game. Thank you, Buck Creek Baptist Church, for your support. We are the McLean County Sports Network, and we will be right back.
And we are back. This is the McLean County Sports Network, bringing you the fourth quarter of this heavily contested matchup between the Ohio County Lady Eagles and the McLean County Lady Cougars. Right now, your Cougars are up 32-29, and I'm Matthew Miller here with Coach Hicks. As we did the first three quarters together, we're going to go ahead and finish it out together. And that entry pass to Rush went out of bounds on the Eagles. Good look by McMahon trying to get it inside to Rush.
Risky going over the top there. Worked out for us as we maintain possession. As Hannah Hampton receives the inbound pass, gets it back to McMahon, gets up top. Looking over in that corner, Alyssa Burrow with her hands up as they go over the top. McKenna Rush maintains her balance, hits the two-point basket, and this is McKenna Rush we saw a lot last season, just a bulldog down low. Finishing tough plays and another big basket there to put McLean County up 5.
And McKenna Rush able to just turn it on.
And good defense on the other end forces the errant shot by Embry. And here comes Cameron McMahon as the Lady Cougars look to build on this lead. And another over-the-top pass.
Just a little bit too high.
And we got to be careful with that.
If it wasn't for the defense, probably would have been able to catch it.
Yeah, that's the third time in 2 possessions we tried to go over the top to McKenna. And you got to be right on, and she has to time her jump well as Lady Eagles get a 3-point shot up. No good. Over the back of Cameron McMahon. We're going to go the other way. And that is his 15th foul on Ohio County this evening. As Natalie Patterson checks back into the game. Going to give Hannah Hampton a break. Also noticed Bree Fraley in the game as she is out there. Has been out there quite a bit. And she receives the long pass, get it up in the front court, gets it back to Natalie Patterson, who's going to set the offense a little bit.
And smart play by her to they got the long pass, and she probably could have forced a fast break, but it's a smart play to see a freshman able to realize that you probably don't have the best chance there and slow things down.
Yeah, definitely not her forte handling the ball as McKenna Rush commits the foul. And we'll check with Austin. How many fouls is that on McKenna this evening?
That'll be her 4th personal foul of the game.
So here, 6:30 to play here in the fourth quarter. And first free throw is good. And you got to think Coach Johnson would like to make a move and maybe get McKenna out of there for a little bit just so she doesn't pick up her 5th. But he doesn't have a whole lot of options on his bench to do that.
If Walker was playing tonight, she would probably be subbed in for McKenna right now, or someone else would be, and Walker would go to the 5 spot on the offense.
Yeah, that was the move a lot of the time last year for Coach Johnson when somebody was in foul trouble. As there's a foul on the Lady Eagles, McLean County close to turning the ball over, was able to retain it, and that'll be the 6th personal foul on the Lady Eagles tonight. So we're going to stay on here and turn it over to Austin here in just a second. He's going to give us a couple of statistics real quick. Hold on just one moment. So we were curious. We knew McKenna was having probably her best night of the year, and we were not wrong as Austin has 14 points and 12 rebounds tallied for the junior center. And McKenna came to play here tonight in this district matchup, Matthew.
Which last season we saw some 20-point, 20-rebound games from Rush, but it's been a slower start in those first 4 games. But it's nice to see her kind of get back into the groove of things in this big district game against Ohio County.
Yeah, this rivalry tends to bring out the best in both teams. Last season, we saw both in the girls' games and the boys' games some of the most heated matchups of the year. And this is no different here. 3-point ball game with just a little over 6 minutes remaining. A little testy on both sides. We've seen quite a few fouls called. As Patterson missed Burrow there, who slipped out wide open on the wing, gets it back up top to Cameron McMahon. Patterson was kind of looking middle towards the lane. Didn't see Burrows get open there. As Burrow cuts across the middle, he gets it at the top of the key. Back over to Patterson, who's looking inside to Fraley. Decides not to try the entry pass. Gets back up top. Cameron McMahon over on the left wing. Hits Patterson middle. Nice pass, nice finish.
What a pass. Perfect amount of touch on that pass to get it over the defender and into the hands of Patterson for 2 points. Nice play by McMahon there.
And a good job of moving without the ball by Patterson as the Lady Eagles answer right back quickly.
And Rush was the only person there to stop the layup, but with 4 fouls, she had to play it safe and not contest the shot.
She's got to keep her hands up. Keep your hands up in those situations. McMahon drives. Ball is knocked out of bounds by the Lady Eagles. Looked to be a little contact there. Usually with a block, you don't see the ball bound forward. No call on the play. As Hannah Hampton checks back into the game for Bree Fraley. and she will probably remain in there. This is probably the lineup you'll see for the remainder of the game. Foul trouble pending. Cameron McMahon setting the offense up top. Gets it out to McKenna Rush. Hannah Hampton. And back to McMahon. Kicks over to Alyssa Burrow for three. It is off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound fought for McKenna Rush, trying desperately not to pick up that fifth foul. There's another good look by Burrow, and it looks so good from this angle, but
just a little bit
mark.
short.
Just a little short.
And they're going to call a foul on Patterson there.
And she's walking towards.
She has a few.
Is that her fifth personal foul?
Fourth or fifth.
Oh, my goodness.
And Patterson fouled out of the game after just checking back in.
That's frustrating. I didn't realize Patterson had 4. There must have been a couple of touch fouls we missed early. I thought Rush was the only one that was in that series of foul trouble for us. Free throws up, and it is good. And Ohio County, after missing a couple early on, has been pretty consistent at the free throw line tonight.
Your score 36-34 with 4:50 remaining in the fourth quarter. 35-36 now. Cougars only lead by 1. And we need a good offensive possession here.
Yeah, Hannah Hampton pushes it into front court, gets back out to Cameron McMahon. With Patterson on the bench there, some in the third quarter has ran the point. Good
Burrow's
dribbling.
open three.
Off the mark again.
It looked like it was in again.
And that was a good take by Cameron McMahon and an excellent pass just off the mark there by Burrow. We got to keep shooting, though. Those are good looks. We got to keep shooting. Ohio County feeds it down low.
Fraley, good defense on Embry there, causing her to miss the shot. Unfortunately, the Eagles got an offensive rebound.
McKenna Rush just has to keep her hands up. There's a walk, and it's going the other way. Turnover, Lady Eagles.
And you can see the Eagles know McKenna Rush is in foul trouble, so they're attacking her down low, trying to bait her into getting that fifth foul.
Lady Eagles knocking away from Hannah Hampton. And they're going to call the foul on the Lady Eagles. And then we got a technical foul.
That'll get the student section into the game.
Looks like that technical foul was called on number 11. And
I'm not the best at reading lips in the world, but I think she had a few choice words for the referee after that foul called.
Yeah, that is Katie Provost, junior guard. And so there was a foul. Clay County, we are in the bonus, so there will be foul shot for that. Before that, there will be technical foul shots.
So with 4 minutes left in the game, and the Cougars only up 1, that could be a big swing right there. As a few free throws are going to be shot, and then the Cougars will have the ball.
Huge swing. And I lied, Katie Provost is actually a senior.
And she'll have to sit the bench for the remaining. Once you get a technical foul, you have to sit the bench for the remainder of the game.
No, but that is 2 personal fouls on her. So if that initial foul was her 4th, then she fouled out with the technicals. First free throw by Hampton is good. Big shot right there by the senior. Her second free throw attempt is up, and it is good as well.
Hannah Hampton knocking down 2 clutch free throws there. And now McMahon will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
So we're trying to...
Cougars, oh no, they'll send Hampton back as she knocked down the first 2. Probably a smart choice considering she just hit 2. Cougars up 3, 38-35. And that one is just short.
So because the Lady Cougars retain possession on the play, we have 4 shots here with nobody along the lane. As that one knocks it down.
And 3 or 4 free throws there for Hannah Hampton. Productive at the line, pushing the Cougars up 8. And I think another technical. Oh, no, they'll call timeout.
No, just a timeout.
The coach was in his ear, and then he turned to the scores table. I thought they were going to go with another technical there.
And I tell you what, as intense as Ohio County, their coach looks on the sideline. His actions probably do not match what's coming out of his mouth, because if it did, he would probably be ejected right now.
I mean, he was about 6 inches from the referee in his ear, and then the referee turned to the scores table. I thought he was going to call a technical, but instead just let the scores table know he was calling a timeout.
Yeah, he must be just whispering sweet nothings to him, you know. Man, I love that shirt. Is that a new shirt? Okay, so after 3 of 4 makes by Hannah Hampton's free throw line, McLean County has a 4-point lead here with 4 minutes to play in this ball game. And the ball, as Cameron McMahon dribbles across half court, gets it to Bree Fraley. Ball is poked away. Fraley, the freshman, gets it out top to Burrow. Burrow, who missed the majority of the first half due to foul trouble, is back in there.
Nice drive.
Drives,
shot
misses
no good.
the shot. McKenna Rush battling for the loose ball, and that is
That'll
going to be a
jump.
tie-up.
Yeah.
Possession arrow to Ohio County. And a little nervous every time there's a loose ball like that, because you never know what a referee's going to call in those situations. Luckily, it wasn't McKenna's 5th personal, but Ohio County will get the ball here.
And hopefully her having 4 personals isn't to her detriment on defense at all, as if she's too careful, she may give up some open shots for the Eagles.
Yeah, and that means we have to play an excellent team defense to kind of pick her up there. And if the Lady Eagles shown anything here since McKenna picked up that 4th personal foul, they have really pushed it inside as much as they can, trying to get into the lane, trying to get it to Embry down low. Second free throw is no good, and they are going to call
and McKenna's fouled out of the game
on McKenna.
And she was chasing down the ball there.
In situations like that, loose ball fouls, where we're a little nervous about it. So now McLean County is getting even deeper into their bench.
One person bench now. As the Eagles enter the bonus, and Cougars up 3 with 3:30 left.
First free throw is good. Yeah, with McLean County missing Bailey Walker tonight, and then Lauren Baggett, who got a lot of minutes last year as an 8th grader, being injured, and she's probably going to miss the majority of the season with a knee injury. We are down to 1 very, very short bench. There's a foul on the play by the Lady Eagles. Cameron McMahon will go to the line, and it looks like she's going to shoot 1 in the bonus here. Some pressure deep in the backcourt by the Lady Eagles. And this is time when free throws are extremely important, Matthew. First attempt by McMahon is up, and it is good.
And being able to close out games at the free throw line is something we kind of struggled with last year. Hopefully they'll be able to do it tonight. Second free throw good as well. 2 of 2 for McMahon.
Big free throws right there by the senior, by the junior, I'm sorry. Let's see.
Were we only up, was it up 39-30? Yes, it was 39-38.
Yeah, we have.
Before those 2 free throws. And McMahon,
and they pound it down low into Embry. She makes a short basket.
And then a foul on McMahon as she pushes off, trying to create space to get the ball.
That's going to be a turnover back to the Lady Eagles here as McLean County clings to a 1-point lead here with 3 minutes and 10 seconds to play in this one. Lady Eagles are actually going to go to the line, and they will shoot 2 as McLean County's in the double bonus.
First free throw is good, tying it up 41-41. 3:12 left to play in the 4th. Second free throw is up, and it is good as well. So the Lady Eagles take back the lead. I assume there will be some more fouls before this game is over.
Ball is ripped away from McMahon as she tries to drive. Looked like a palming, but not called, or a carry there, not called, but they'll call that kick. Frustrating. So
almost a steal, but instead a kickball violation on Fraley. And Coach Johnson will take a timeout with 2:35 left in the 4th quarter.
with that, we will thank our sponsors, Buck Creek Baptist Church, one last time. We'll just stick here with you. So, Matthew, the Lady Cougars are in significant foul trouble. McKenna Rush and Natalie Patterson are starting point guard and center, both out, both having committed 5 personal fouls each. And due to injury, McLean County is very, very thin on the bench. We only have 6 players that are eligible to play right now, and due to injury and foul trouble. So on that possession, before the turnover, you saw that the Lady Eagles were trying to get the ball inside. As our post presence right now is freshman Bree Fraley, who just isn't physically as big as our other options have been down there. McKenna Rush and Bailey Walker when she's healthy, and Lauren Baggett. Those are our 3 down low presences. As Embry misses the gimme, and Bree Fraley, the freshman, goes up for the rebound, blocks out well, and gets the foul called.
She'll go
on Embry.
She'll go to the line to shoot 2 as the Cougars also enter the double bonus. And with 2:32 left, these are big free throws for the freshman Fraley.
She knocks the first one down. Big shot right there by the youngster. And Coach Johnson is going to send all 4 back. As Fraley steps up. Second one, no good off the front of the rim. Tie ball game, 42-42 here with 2:50 to play in this game. And
they're going to call a walk on Embry.
There's a travel. And good backside ball pressure right there by Cameron McMahon coming through and trying to strip the ball from Embry. Lady Eagles are going to respond with full court pressure of their own. Ball is inbounded to Hannah Hampton. She catches it on knees, gets it back to Cameron McMahon, and she's pushing up the court. She drives hard and is fouled.
So she'll go to the line to shoot 2 here. And some more big free throws for the Lady Cougars as they are shooting well over 50% tonight. Much better free throw shooting by the Lady Cougars tonight.
McMahon's first shot is up, and it is good. She gives the Lady Cougars the lead, hoping to get more right here. 2:34 to play, here in the fourth quarter at McLean County High School. Second shot is up, and it is good as well.
44-42.
Big shots right there by the junior McMahon. And the Lady Cougars really have to bear down here on the defensive side of the ball. Ball is inbounded. It's Galloway.
Good
with the
defense by Galloway, but
kept
an offensive
straight
rebound.
Up, and that is a tie-up, and possession arrow is going to go to McLean County.
Good play by Hampton there, tying that ball up.
So you can see that the Lady Eagles want to force the issue inside as a rollout pass. Hannah Hampton catches it, goes up with the shot, no good. And Ohio County back on the fast break. Shot is up, it is no good. Rebound by Taylor Galloway, and there's another jump ball. This time it's going to go to the Lady Eagles.
Coach Johnson would have liked to see things slowed down there as we went for a fast break on offense. He seemed frustrated.
Very, and he's going to call a timeout. It's going to be a full timeout for Coach Johnson. With that, we're going to take a break of our own. I want to remind everybody that if you know of someone that would like to tune in, just go to the mchs.tv type that into their browser, and they can go straight to our YouTube channel. It's McLean County News Network. We will be right back. All right, folks, and we are back. 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. McLean County clinging to a 2-point lead over the visiting Ohio County Lady Eagles. This Lady Eagles on the offensive. Shot is up. It is no good. Short rebound, offensive rebound. Goes to the Lady Eagles, and they're going to call a jump ball. Possession arrow to McLean County. Taylor Galloway down there battling for it. And jump ball goes back to the Lady Cougars. And we have a run-out pass as the pass by McMahon is tracked down by Hampton, but her foot was on the sideline, and it is going to be the Lady Eagle ball. It looked like right there, Matthew, that Hannah Hampton had a step. Cameron McMahon tried to throw the deep pass, and it came out of her hand a little funny, kind of crooked, and towards the sideline. Hampton tried to recover it, was unable to.
I don't think she stepped on the line, and Coach Hicks is there arguing.
It was awfully close.
Well, not Coach Hicks. I'm sorry. You're Coach Hicks. Coach Johnson there. And the Cougars have hit 21 of 27 free throws tonight, so much better improvement from 16% in a game earlier in the game last week.
Big shot there by the Lady Eagles to tie this thing up. Minute 42 remaining in the contest. Ball's inbounded by Cameron.
Oh, they're going to call
21
21 on a foul. Oh, no, they're not.
She's all over as McMahon's able to dribble it into the front court.
A lot of use of the forearms there by number 21 for the Eagles, and no foul called.
Going to call it out of bounds off McLean County.
The refs are discussing.
And they're going to give it to McLean County. And
big reaction from the crowd with a minute 30 left, tie game. This is about as exciting of a game you'll get. District rivals, and tied up with under 2 minutes left in the fourth.
Cameron McMahon gets it over to Hannah Hampton on the right wing. Looking inside, gets it back up top to McMahon. Lissboro goes back. Looks like she was wanting to set a screen, goes back to the left wing. And McLean County trying to maybe take the air out a little bit here and hold on to this ball. They don't have to do anything. They could theoretically hold it for the next minute as we are under a minute now and get the last shot of this one. If I was Coach Johnson, I would definitely consider that, as Ohio County, since we've had these foul outs, has really been able to move the ball on the opposite side. As McMahon with the floater, it's no good off the back of the rim.
Offensive rebound by McMahon.
Her rebound. Step through, shot is up, it is no good, and ripped away.
A jump ball.
Jump ball.
Possession.
It's going to be to Ohio
Eagles.
County.
Okay.
To Ohio County. A lot going on right there. Ohio County's going to call a timeout here with about 35 seconds left on the clock. McMahon thought she had an opening, driving into the middle of the lane. Got a couple of opportunities, didn't get anything to go down, and Ohio County was able to rip it away at the end. So they're going to have possession, and we'll see what they decide to do here.
It'll probably come down to the last shot, depending on which team has the ball.
Coach I think it's pronounced Bridgants or Bridgants for Ohio County. His team, he hasn't had any foul outs, I believe. He has the majority of his core group in there, and he could do a couple of different things. He could force the issue and try to get points on the board, but on the road, holding for the last shot tends to be the decision that most coaches make in this situation.
Yeah, I think he'll hold and then try to get it into Embry, as we are without McKenna Rush as an inside presence.
I would be very surprised if he tried to do anything before the 10-second mark.
And the Lady Cougars up in a full-court press.
That's one
trying
thing,
to cause a turnover here.
One thing this lineup affords for is quickness and potentially turnovers. So Ohio County inbounds it. McLean County quickly retreats. And Ohio County gets the ball up top. Ball screen right.
Oh, that's a walk.
A little walk there.
And McMahon with the steal, and she's going the other way.
18 seconds remaining.
And she's fouled hard.
She's fouled very hard.
And she hits the ground hard.
Coach Johnson calling for an intentional foul. While it was a hard foul, I don't believe it was intentional.
Well, one girl fouled her, then the other girl ran over her after she was fouled.
Yeah, kind of unavoidable.
Oh, well, yeah.
I mean, you want that foul, and as a fan, I want that to be called an intentional. But to try to be objective, I wouldn't call it intentional personally.
And the ref checking on McMahon, making she's okay after that fall.
What an outstanding defensive effort by Cameron McMahon right there to force a turnover, dribble the full length of the court, and get fouled.
With 15.9 seconds left in this game, tie game, and McMahon at the free throw line.
First shot is up and is short off the front of the rim. No good.
See if she can make the second here. Second free throw, no good as well. So the Eagles, 15 seconds left.
Embry inside and foul and one. Here with 7.6 seconds to play in this one. The Lady Eagles got it into Embry as they have so many times. We doubled her. She shoveled it over to Kennedy, who hits the shot and is fouled. Coach Johnson's going to call a timeout to talk about it. Kennedy, also a very good free throw shooter, goes to the line, shoot one, try to complete the and one opportunity. And I'll say this, Matthew, even though this doesn't look great, we do have some decent shooters on the floor right now, along with Alyssa Burrow and Hannah Hampton and Cameron McMahon, who's proven themselves. Taylor Galloway's been known to knock down a three or two of her own, so we'll see how this thing plays out.
Well, with Kennedy going to the line, there's a few things that could happen here. If she misses the free throw, do we go for three or do we drive? I'm thinking that Cameron McMahon will probably drive in and try to either get two or go to the line to shoot two.
I think you take what you can get. You drive the ball hard if you see a good look. Cameron McMahon being kind of the catalyst for McLean County's offense. Now that Patterson and Rush are out, I could see her driving the ball hard. And Ohio County might anticipate that. If they do and she sees an opening, Hampton and Burrow have proven to be very good shooters there on the wings. So something could open up there if McMahon really forces the issue. Ohio County not putting anybody down on the lane as the shot is up by Kennedy. It is no good. It's rebounded by Hannah Hampton. She gets it. And they are going to call a walk on the opposite side of the floor. And I'm honestly not sure how you can call that particular travel. You have a referee on the very far side of the court, potentially behind some players, and the official just next to Hannah right there doesn't make the call. Frustrating, nonetheless. So Coach Johnson calls a timeout. We're just going to stick around here. 6 minutes remaining, or 6 seconds, I'm sorry, remaining in this one. Your Lady Cougars trail Ohio County 46-44 here at MCHS, and it's been quite a game, Matthew.
And if we can't get a steal on the inbound pass, we're going to have to foul, and then we're just going to have to hope Ohio County can't end it at the free throw line. If we are able to get a steal on the inbounds pass, I could see Coach Johnson taking a quick timeout. That way he could set up before.
I'm not sure if he has anymore. I believe that might have been Coach Johnson's last timeout. We also got to remember right here, as if we do not get the steal and we foul, I believe Alyssa Burrow has 4 fouls in this one. Hannah Hampton might have 3 as they hit with the back door. They're going to call a foul on Burrow.
And that could be her. No, she's staying out on the court. That is not her 5th foul of the game.
Okay, maybe she only had 3 right there.
And so there's just under 5 seconds, 4.8. And if she misses this free throw,
which she does, so that the door is now open for the Lady Cougars.
And we'll have 5 seconds to get down and shoot a 3 if she hits this second. If she misses, a 2 is still a viable option. And she
second
misses
free throw is
no
good, and Hannah Hampton's going to push it here. 2 seconds, 1 second, and she dribbles it off her foot out of bounds. The buzzer sounds, and that's the ball game as McLean County loses 46-44 here to the Lady Eagles of Ohio County. Matthew, there's a hard-fought game on both sides. Foul trouble, and the fact that we have been plagued by the injury bug a lot already early on this season showed right there. But I know this rivalry is going to continue to heat up as the season goes on. and as we get into district play at the end of the year. So with that, we're actually going to end this broadcast just momentarily,
And,
about 20 minutes before the start of the next game. We have some statistics for you from this one, as Matthew's going to give those to you now.
Rush fouled out with 14 points and 12 rebounds about midway through the fourth quarter, and she was a big proponent for us throughout the game, as the stats show. And then our second leading scorer was Hampton with 8 points, and McMahon also with 8. Patterson had 7, and Burroughs had 6 with those 2 threes. And so a hard-fought game overall for the Lady Cougars, but just fell short. And this is McLean County Sports Network, and we'll end this broadcast and be back with the boys' game.